Gloomy January is finally over, and now Luxembourg dives right into festive mode with Verwuerelter, Carnival season. And for that, we've got our very own special baking tradition. For the Verwuerelter, you need all the basics, fresh yeast and some rum. So during Carnival season, you're going to find deep-fried pastry knots in every bakery around the country. But today I'll show you how to make Verwuerelter at home with my mum's foolproof recipe. So this donut recipe is made with fresh yeast, and for that you'll need to set aside a bit of time because the dough will need to rise at a few different stages. So we start by making a pre-dough, a poolish, and for that I'll need some lukewarm milk and some fresh yeast, which I will dilute in it. And we're also adding a tablespoon of sugar because the yeast absolutely loves to feed on sugar. And then I can make a little well into the middle of my flour, and in goes the yeasty milk. And I'm lightly stirring the mixture with a bit of flour until it has the texture of porridge. And then that can rest for half an hour. So by now you can see my yeast happily bubbling away there. You can really see it's alive. Now we can add the remaining ingredients. First up, some sugar, 2 eggs, some room temperature butter and a pinch of salt. And this can now be kneaded into a dough. But one essential ingredient is still missing, the rum. And now the dough can rest for another hour to puff up a bit. So you can see it's nice and fluffy and bouncy. Now we're ready to roll it out. By the way, the Carnival season starts on the 2nd of February with Lichtmestag and it ends on Ash Wednesday. And now we need to cut the dough into little strips, for which you could use a pizza slicer, or I'm using my mum's very vintage little rolling slicer. And then we fold each strip into a little knot. And Verwuerelter means twisted, and they're often called also verwuereld gedanken, which means twisted thoughts. And it makes sense, because for Carnival, everyone's kind of a bit twisted and loopy. Right, and these now need another half an hour rise before I can finally fry them. They take a bit less than 2 minutes per side. And here they are, my gorgeous Verwuerelter. One thing still missing, the essential icing sugar. Now Verwuerelter can come. Enjoy!